UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Breaks into the open. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's got it on the move. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want in offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice.
Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Connecticut's offense has the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, probably play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Back to throw, it's Fagnano. Got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Hansen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the 1st down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And now this offense will take the field again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
Turning it on! What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll try to get it through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. To trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble, doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move, it's Tyson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to...
And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Fagnano. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And back to the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, UConn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Right on the money. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him.
Snags it inside the 20. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Wants to go on top on first down. He's in for the touchdown.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Unloads to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Fagnano. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. This UConn offense really has it going. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UConn! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He's got an alley. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The inside handoff. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Gunderson. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snead gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's up to 86. On the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw. It's Fagnano. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Off play action. Got his man.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll make it a one-possession game, 28-21.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. That's tough. It's Grant. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks it into the end zone. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. They're working that left side. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And this defense has its work cut out. out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
We sensed a